Have you ever noticed how difficult it is to get under the skin of someone who is deeply spiritual? It's like trying to make a mountain move with a feather. No matter what you do, they remain steady and grounded. You could tease them, criticize their choices, or even call them something silly like dancing cloud. But their self-control is so profound that they simply don't react. It's as if nothing from the outside world can disturb their calm or take them away from their inner peace. Loneliness, in many ways, is what shapes this kind of inner strength. When you're alone, truly alone, you're forced to confront your own inner struggles, those darker parts of yourself that you might normally avoid. In those quiet moments, you can no longer hide from your fears, insecurities, or past mistakes. It's uncomfortable and even painful at first, but over time, as you face those inner demons head-on, you begin to defeat them one by one. And with each victory over your own doubts, fears, and weaknesses, you grow stronger, more resilient. This is what gives highly spiritual people those nerves of steel. They've fought the hardest battles, not with others, but within themselves. Once you've conquered your own inner chaos, there's not much that the outside world can do to rattle you. Insults, criticism, or harsh words simply slip off them, like water off a rock. They've already done the hard work, the deep work, and so nothing from the outside can disturb the peace they've created within themselves. Moreover, modern-day hermits don't live secluded in distant forests. Instead, they blend seamlessly into the bustle of city life, much like a chameleon adapting to its surroundings. They're hidden in plain sight, quietly observing, while the world around them moves on, often without noticing their presence. This ability to go unnoticed allows them to gather deep insights about the people around them. Because they are not the center of attention, people feel comfortable being themselves, letting their guard down. This is what makes it so difficult to deceive a highly spiritual person. Through their time spent in solitude and observation, they gather an incredible amount of knowledge about human nature. They pay attention to the small details that most people miss, learning to understand the true intentions behind people's words and actions. It's as though they possess a kind of inner X-ray vision, seeing through superficial layers to the deeper motivations that drive others. This is why, when you are in the presence of such a person, it can feel like they see right through you, as if they know you better than you know yourself. Additionally, think about how, when you first try to meditate, it's almost impossible to sit still for even 5 minutes. Your mind becomes overwhelmed with endless thoughts, and you start to feel restless, anxious, and bored. In much the same way, when people are suddenly faced with periods of unwanted loneliness, they often feel desperate, as if they can't bear the stillness. The silence feels too heavy, and the absence of connection makes time drag on, intensifying their discomfort. But for highly spiritual people, this experience is completely different. They've learned, much like with meditation, to embrace these moments. Just as they've mastered the art of calming their minds, they've also mastered the art of transforming loneliness into something beautiful, solitude. Like alchemists turning lead into gold, they take what others might see as a painful experience and transform it into something precious. In their solitude, they don't feel the emptiness that others do. Instead, they find happiness, joy, and a sense of peace that many spend their whole lives searching for. As the wise Thich Nhat Hanh once said, "A home is a place where loneliness disappears." For highly spiritual people, that home isn't found in others or in external circumstances. It's found within themselves. Paradoxically, they discover that by being alone, they are never truly lonely. They create a space within where they feel deeply connected to their own essence, where solitude becomes a place of comfort, not isolation. Furthermore, as Javier Bardem wisely said at the San Sebastian Film Festival, it's easier to look at the other and recognize what drives us apart, rather than what brings us together. Highly spiritual people understand this truth all too well. While most of us are quick to point out differences, they have learned through their periods of deep solitude to tune into something much more profound. the unspoken emotions that connect us all. They have spent so much time reflecting on their own inner worlds that they've developed a sensitivity to the feelings that others carry but rarely express. These individuals have an almost intuitive ability to detect the pain points that we all share, even when we're afraid to admit them. Whether it's fear, loneliness, or longing, highly spiritual people can sense it in others because they've faced those very same feelings within themselves. This gives them a unique advantage, both personally and professionally. On a personal level, they can offer comfort and understanding where others might not see the need. They know how to connect with people at their core, bypassing superficial differences to touch on what truly matters. In the professional world, this skill is invaluable. Today, more than ever, people want to feel understood. Whether it's when hiring a service or choosing a product, we are drawn to those who get us. A highly spiritual person, with their ability to detect those hidden pain points, can connect with others in ways that make them feel seen and valued. This understanding is like a bridge, turning what might separate us into a way of coming together. Lastly, thanks to their long periods of solitude and introspection, highly spiritual people develop an incredible sense of self-awareness. They know themselves so well that they have a clear understanding of what they want and what they don't want in life. This makes them refreshingly straightforward in their interactions with others. When you speak with them, there's no hesitation or unnecessary small talk. It's as if you're watching a Netflix series and they've already hit the skip intro button to dive straight into the main storyline. They don't waste time with distractions or evasiveness. They go right to the heart of the matter. Because they are so deeply in tune with themselves, they are also decisive. When you ask them for something, they will give you a clear and immediate answer, either yes or no. There's no need for second guessing, guilt, or bad conscience. They are at peace with their choices, knowing that saying no is just as valuable as saying yes. They live by the wisdom of an old Spanish saying, "In the gift of asking is the virtue of not giving." They understand that just because someone asks for something doesn't mean they are obligated to give it. While they will always listen to you with respect and kindness, they won't compromise their principles or their vision for their own lives. If what you're asking doesn't align with what they believe or want, they won't offer their help. This clarity of mind allows them to make decisions that are true to who they are, without the burden of guilt or people-pleasing. It's this mental hyper-clarity that sets them apart, giving them the ability to act with both honesty and integrity, no matter the situation. I hope you enjoyed watching my video. If you're still with me, please leave a comment on what you learned or what you would like to add. I would appreciate it. As always, wishing you a beautiful day.